Hey, it's AC here. The episode that we were going to release, it was scrapped because we had another guy that rage quit. Now, this guy, he completely misunderstood what I was talking about. I was talking about hypotheticals, and when I was saying you, I meant the royal you in these hypothetical situations, and he took everything personally. I made blanket statements, and he took it all that I was talking to him directly. And I think that sets the stage for how self-important this guy is. And you can watch the whole thing, but I was not talking directly to him in this example of the clip that I'm showing. And there will be more context as to who this guy is in the end.
And dude, on the road with these roadies and other musicians and stuff, it's like the common excuses. I mean, it's hard to do it while you travel. I'm like, first of all, it's easier to do it while you travel because most of your food is paid for. They feed you 4 times a day, as well as get you whatever you want on your bus stop, and they give you per diem to eat on your days off. And so it's easier to do it on the road. Yeah, you don't have as much sleep, so you do your best to get quality sleep as you can, but like when it comes to eating right and exercise and all of that, it's like it's necessary, man. It's necessary. I know that you guys wanted me to come on here and share my story a little bit
No, I
of
didn't,
what
honestly. I
oh,
wanted
okay.
you to talk about whatever you wanted to talk about. And that's true. I did not know this guy's story until maybe 15 minutes before we started recording. I didn't care. DJ thought he would be an interesting guest, and I trust DJ on these sort of things. I just wanted to have a conversation and we just see where it goes. That is our general plan. And I'm not trivializing the thing that happens to people. It's just I don't let these things define people. I just want people to be more than what others perceive them to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't care. Here's how this is what I honestly believe. I think most people in general are uninteresting. There's approximately 8.2 billion people in the world. So just grand scheme, people aren't that interesting. If something happens to you, which I try to explain several times, I thought I was clear on it. Something happens to you, you're not interesting because a thing happened to you. Like I don't think Shawn Michaels is interesting because he was a WWE wrestler and a Hall of Famer and a world champion. It's the things that he did and how he did it and what made him the person that he is. Events that happen around you don't make you interesting because you experienced it. Like Forrest Gump. And I think most people
well, that makes you super interesting, AC.
I don't think so. I am not an interesting guy. Like that's I don't
I
show
would
my
agree with
face.
that.
Now he took two jabs there. The first one was a little more subtle, but it's going to set the stage for the kind of person that he is. Now just pay attention to what I'm saying versus how he responds. I don't show my face because there's nothing interesting to it. I'm a very average looking person. There's nothing remarkable about me because I met a bunch of people when I was younger, and they all thought they had this super interesting life because it wasn't perfect. It's like you're not like you at your low point, like you're still healthy, you still have a place to live, you're still getting 3 meals a day. Like life is not that bad. Like and I like I've met musicians and actors and producers. I've met politicians. Like I don't these people just it's not interesting that people like, oh wow, you shook hands with John Kerry. I don't care. Like, sure, there's stuff that I like, but it's like that's why we haven't made fun of him in a while. But that's why I used to like clown on Eddie Trunk because his whole gimmick was he stood next to people that were in metal bands. Like, oh, I talked to Vince Neil. Like, so like you talking to famous people doesn't make you more interesting. Now, this right here, this is the moment that I lost him. This is the point of no return. This is where he believed I was talking to him directly. When I was saying you in this context, I was talking to a hypothetical person or a person from my past. And he believed that I was talking to him directly. I didn't pick up on this. I thought he was joking at this point. Sure, and I'm not trying to put down the interesting thing that did happen to you. That is interesting, but people there we have gotten requests.
What?
We've gotten requests from people that have
Is
said
it
like,
not interesting or is it interesting, AC? You
"No."
seem a little conflicted.
Now to clarify, a person is not interesting because a thing happened to them. A thing can happen to a person that's interesting, but because something happened to them, that doesn't mean that that person is interesting. Everyone has lived a life where a thing happens and you wouldn't believe it. We've all been there. We've all had these crazy little moments in our lives. Very few people have lived a life so unremarkable that something happened that it wasn't story worthy. It's just being a person, and we all have that. It's like someone telling you about their dreams. Like, "Oh, I had a crazy dream." Yeah, we all do. It's just everyone has a crazy dream. That's just part of life. I don't need to hear about your crazy dream because every time I dream, it's crazy. And you wouldn't want to hear about mine because every time you dream, it's crazy. That's just how it is. And this is where you can tell that he cannot separate one, himself from his story, and two, he believes I am talking directly to him. No, I said people aren't
Is
interesting.
this a mask that you're wearing right now?
Things that happen are interesting. That's to me, it's the people that it happens to. It's like it's not interesting because the thing happened to you. The thing that happened is interesting. And but what it comes down to is we've had people that have asked to come on, like, "Hey, I'm really interesting. You should bring me on so I can tell this story." It's like you're not that important. Like, I don't know who you are, so there's no demand to get you on. And here he goes. He completely ignores the context of my sentence, which either says something about his intelligence or his sense of self importance. Could be a combination of the two.
Okay. Well,
That
perfect.
that's what
Perfect.
I
Well, I
that's
think
you
the
understand what I'm
hour's
saying?
almost up. No, I don't because I was asked to come on here, but I'm happy
No,
to
no.
No, we asked you. Like I'm talking
Yeah.
yeah,
about
that's right.
there's people that
But
ask
listen,
us
there's
because
no
they
need
think
to
that yeah.
continue the conversation because it's uninteresting.
And now he's pouting and he's pretending that he's not offended, where he clearly is. He's clearly butthurt. He's angry. He is offended. He is crying on the inside. This guy has such a smug sense of self importance, and his ego is more fragile than sugar glass. This guy thought, I guess, that we were going to talk about his amazing story, which I will get to at the in the end of this. I will cap it all off with this. And he thought we were just going to kiss his butt and tell him that, oh my gosh, you're so inspiring and you're so wonderful. But he's closed his mind off and he's decided he's done. And this is where he figures I can just walk away now. The damage is done. I'm not needed or wanted. I have better things to do. That's not what I said at all. That's the opposite of what I said. I said
That's literally what you said.
no, I didn't. I said the conversations are interesting, not the people
But your story
themselves.
isn't interesting.
No, I
You know.
said your story is interesting. The
I'm trying to
people are
like
not.
picture you like are you like some heavy set guy sitting on your couch just like eating Doritos or something?
Oh, you have an opinion that's different than mine? You must be a poopy pants. Ha ha. I got him. Yeah,
Just
but
like
that
trolling
what's
the
that have to do
internet.
with anything?
That's what I gather. Well, look, I am so stoked that I got a chance to meet you, DJ. What a pleasure.
Well,
Finally, I know I followed you online a little bit,
Are
and
you wait,
AC.
hold on. Are you seriously quitting? No, I'm not.
No, the hour's up. It's the hour is just about up.
It's been
Is there any
45
other
minutes. The hour's up. 1 hour equals 45 minutes.
perfect?
Really?
Perfect.
You're leaving?
I value my time, man, and I just feel
no, we
like
really appreciate you being on here. Like it
yeah.
wasn't you are
No,
your
no,
story is very
this was a good conversation and I wanted to
yeah.
keep it
Yeah, yeah.
going. And did I
Yeah,
really like upset
clearly.
you? What? Hold
Oh
on.
no, no, not upset me. It's just the wall's up, man. I'm good to go. I have an uninteresting story that I'm not going to share with you because you didn't, care to hear it anyways.
I that's the opposite of what I said though. That literally that's the
Listen
opposite.
to this back and
No, I did. I
you'll
said
see.
no, literally what I said was the things that happen to people are interesting. A person is themselves is not. I'm not interested in a person. A thing happened to me, therefore I'm important. That's what I'm saying.
I care about the things that happen to people,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I don't think people are better because a thing happened to them. That's what I'm saying. And there's people that think
Well,
that.
if that, yeah, and
You know
so
what
you're
I'm
saying
saying?
that that
Are you, hold on, did I
I
offend
think
you?
I think no, offended, you couldn't. You don't have that power, AC. I'm just
you seem a little upset. Like
not offended.
I wanted to keep it going. I was going to say this was one of our better episodes, and you were a more pleasant guest.
Oh, good. Well,
I'm serious.
I'm
I'm serious.
not offended. I just
I'm
value
try
my time tremendously, and
and I'm
it's
trying to keep you going.
yeah,
No,
clearly.
sir.
Well, look, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys continue the conversation amongst yourself. I appreciate it,
Wow.
DJ. Good
I'm
looking out. Hit me up another time. I think you're on the speaker trail, right? A little bit.
What do you mean by that?
Didn't you we connect because you do some speaking as well?
Um, I mean that's a goal of mine, and that's kind of
Oh,
why
okay.
another reason I wanted to have you on, because just to talk about your experiences,
Oh,
and
cool.
how it's kind of made you the person you are today. Because
Yeah, yeah,
just
for
for
sure.
no, hold on. No,
No,
dude.
no.
If you
Well,
got to
look,
go,
hit me up on.
if you have to go, just go, man. I'm
All right, DJ, hit me up on the side. I'm happy to catch up with you on all of that stuff. AC, good luck with everything, and stay blessed, y'all.
yeah.
Big up. Bye.
Yeah, I'm not releasing this. Fuck that. That was fucking bullshit.
So what we have here is a man with an extremely elevated sense of self-importance and an extremely fragile ego, considering nobody knows who this guy is. DJ brought him on because he thought, hey, this could be good content. We could have a good chat with this guy. And I did not know anything about him. DJ did, but that was just from connecting with him and chatting with him briefly. So we have the entire message chain. There was no there was no mention at all of saying, "Yeah, we want you to tell your story," or even him saying, "Can I tell my story?" There wasn't that. It wasn't a high priority. And when I said, "No, I didn't want you on to tell your story," it wasn't, "No, I didn't want you on, and I don't want to hear your story." It was "I wanted you to come on and talk about whatever you want." Like I said, I'm sorry, and it is genuinely a problem. This is not as sarcastic as it sounds, but take a lot of what I say literally. Unless you can hear in my voice that there's some sarcasm, like, "Oh yeah, that's really interesting." Okay, well, that's clearly some kind of hostile sarcasm. But I said, "No, I didn't want you to come on to tell your story. I wanted you to come on to talk about whatever you wanted to." And he couldn't handle that. So here's his story. He claims, and it's all over anywhere that he is, that he was out and about in Mexico, and then 6 members of the cartel just started chasing him and shooting at him, and then he jumped off the side of a mountain, and that was his only way to escape. And that I don't have it anymore because he has since either blocked DJ on LinkedIn or he's deleted his LinkedIn. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, it was written in this really kind of poetic, dramatic, like one line, double space, another line, double space. Like I was there, no plan, double space, no other options, double space. I leapt, double space, and then I was blah blah blah. It's like written in this dramatic, hokey way, and it's a very storyteller kind of way. Like it's a story he tells, and he claims that after these 6 cartel men with guns just started chasing him, I think he said he was out for a jog, that he jumped off the side of a mountain and he broke his arm and his leg, and then he crawled for 10 hours through cactus and thorns, and then he got to safety or something. I don't know. That's his story, and he tells it in a very specific way. And I've seen it in multiple places. I've seen it on his social media. I saw it on his website, and it was a post on his LinkedIn. Now, there's some pictures of him with his, he's on a stretcher, You know, there's some stuff around his arm, his leg. It looks like he broke his arm. Looks like he broke his leg. I believe that. But I'll include this video right here. This is some people allegedly bird watching, and here's their encounter with the cartel.
So nothing prepared them for the nightmare they experienced in Mexico.
Oh my God, they have guns. Jesus.
Go. No, please. No, Espanol, please.
The gunmen reassure the Americans that they're not in danger.
No problem, okay?
About to pass
No
out.
problem, okay? No problem.
Logan, don't. It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
hey.
It's okay.
No problem, okay?
They even shake hands.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Edwin.
See.
You?
Logan.
Edwin.
What's your name?
Philip.
Philip.
No problem.
Can you speak English a little?
A little. No problem.
But Aaron's not convinced the danger has passed.
Please don't kill us.
No problem.
Logan explains why they're so far off the beaten path.
We just want to see birds.
No.
Did they demand anything from you?
Believe it or not, they didn't demand anything from us other than get out of there. They told us that there was more people further up the road, and if we stayed on that road and didn't get out of there, they literally signaled.
Yeah, so the thing is, the cartel don't just go around attacking people. Generally, what they do is they intimidate people and they let them know that this is their turf and they take it over and kind of monetize it, but they don't just kill people for no reason. And the thing is, they carry automatic weapons. So 6 people with automatic weapons, not a single shot hit him. They're just chasing him because he did say shots were fired. And I don't believe that if the cartel is chasing you, that they're going to let you live to tell about it. That's kind of their thing, is they're very ruthless people. Like, they don't stop until you and your family is dead. That's kind of their modus operandi. And this is his claim that, yeah, they just were shooting at him, chasing him for no reason, missing every shot. Then he jumped off a mountain, and it's such a harrowing tale, and it's a tale of resilience and persistence. But when he was faced with someone that he believed was belittling him, he walked away. He didn't want to defend his position. He had no conviction, no resilience, no persistence. And this is a guy who's teaching kids. Now, he did make one final post, and I'll read it. Today, I experienced something new, a disappointing lesson in boundaries. I was invited to a podcast to share my story. Yeah, he wasn't invited to share his story. He was invited. He could have shared his story, but he wasn't invited to share his story. But about 45 minutes in, before I ever got the chance, one of the hosts told me he didn't find me or my story interesting. That's a lie. We have the proof. That's a lie. Now, here's the thing. I'll skip to the end, kind of. I don't believe his cartel story. Just in my opinion, it doesn't seem believable, and he's trying to monetize it. I just don't find it believable for several reasons. And I think an experience like that would also humble a person like that. And instead of trying to defend his point or trying to understand me, he just got petty, insulted me, and then he quit. He walked away. And to add an extra shine, he said to the host, "Oh, DJ, it was so lovely meeting you. You're so great. If I ever see you, I'm going to kiss you right on the lips. You're wonderful. AC, do what you do." But I'm not going to call him a liar. I just don't believe that story. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. It's believable that he maybe was rock climbing, fell, broke an arm and a leg. Possible. 12 hours? Nah, I don't buy it. Sorry. Not buying this book. You know, your book is going to be on sale soon. I'm not going to buy it. But this right here is a lie. I didn't tell him that he was uninteresting and his story was uninteresting. Specifically, I said over and over, stories are interesting. Things that happen are interesting. People aren't interesting because a thing happened. I think most people agree with that. And to continue on, to be honest, he said he doesn't find anyone interesting. Well, no, I mean people in general. I didn't say I don't find anyone interesting. And then this is, and it was worded in a weird way because it says, to be honest, he said he doesn't find anyone interesting. Now, are you quoting me because I said, in all honesty, or are you saying to be honest because you're not being honest? That was a blanket statement. It was a generalization. So you're lying again. You're either misquoting me or you're lying about what I said. You're a liar. So these are two lies, and I've caught him lying twice. Therefore, why should I believe his harrowing story of survival? Now, to continue on with his post, so I left mid-episode. I could have stayed, tried to prove my worth, tried to win him over, but I chose to leave. Actually, the opposite kind of happened. I tried to win him over. I tried to explain my position, and I tried to give him room to tell his story and understand my point so I could let him tell his story. He could have tried to win me over. No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to. Not out of offense. He was really offended. Out of respect for myself, for my time. Yeah, but not our time. You don't respect our time. For how much you told DJ he was great, you didn't respect his time. We took the time out of our day. You value your time? Oh, but what's our time to you? What's our time to you, you self-important prick? You nobody? You nobody with your 1,400 followers on Instagram with your pretentious pictures and your body shots. Look at my physique. I got soy tits. I weigh 110 pounds. I get good exercise. I'm the picture of health. Oh, look at me. I got some filters on. They look fancy because they're black and white. And to continue with, he said, and our stories matter. Sometimes standing up for yourself means walking away. And that's not just okay, it's essential. He didn't just stand up for himself. He insulted me and several times, and then he quit. I didn't insult him once. Now, sure, he could say, I think that's kind of insulting to say I don't matter. But he didn't give me the opportunity. He had already decided in his brain. That's what happened. That's what happened. These type of people are exactly my problem. This guy wants to go on public speaking tours, charging you money and teaching your kids how to be a person. This guy is just as big a problem as rappers that say, oh, yeah, do drugs, kill people, be a boss. This guy thinks that he deserves to be the center of attention. He's the most important person in the room. If you don't believe that, you're below him. You're scum on his shoe. And you are to be insulted. Now, he has since blocked us or he deleted his LinkedIn. Would you want this guy teaching your son to be a man? This guy, sure, he can say, do some exercise, take some time to yourself, embrace the Lord. He can say all these things. Yeah, and this is common sense, but anything outside the basics, this guy is a complete failure. I don't like what you said. I'm going to call you names, and then I'm going to walk away, and then I'm going to misrepresent what you're saying. Yes, he outright lied about what I had done. I mean, here's the video. He said it himself. Listen back. Well, you can listen back. You can hear it. And I do admit, as time went on, I wasn't quite making the most sense, but I didn't understand actually how triggered that snowflake was. I didn't understand how hostile he was getting. I thought he was trying to understand and just listen and try, like when he was making jokes, I thought he was just making jokes because we were in, buddy jokey kind of mood. I had no idea that he was actually offended. Like when I asked, are you offended? That was the first indication that I got that he was actually upset. And he said I couldn't offend him. BS. You're a liar, Kenny. You lied about me, and I just don't believe that your story is true. Maybe your story happened, but your details seem very, very dubious to me. I'm not convinced, and I don't think you should be anywhere near other adults and other children telling them how to be a better person, because I question your integrity, especially because you said I couldn't offend you. Yeah, I clearly offended you. I think that's another lie. Now, these are just opinions. These are opinions, and the onus is on you to prove me wrong. You want to misrepresent me? Okay, that's fine. I have the evidence. I have the video evidence. But these type of people, they need to just be shunned. I want to tell you my story. Give me more specifics. Oh, he was in Mexico? Well, those look like white guys picking you up. Okay. Oh, well, that was after I was in Mexico. How far did you crawl? It was 12 miles. Okay, where were you picked up? Where did they attack you from? How'd you know it was the cartel? How'd you know it wasn't just, some local boys, some local kids that were just flying high? I'd like a little more details. I just, quite frankly, I don't believe you, and I don't think you're a good person. You can keep crying though, Kenny. Wah.